25. Let me see if I can get an outside line.
Okay.
I do have. Oh, I gave you a number, and this number will probably end up being changed after today. But as of today, they've not changed. The Bone Mansion hasn't changed their warm line. I called and hung up this weekend to check it. So let me see. Hold on. I got it on our warm line, 25. See it blinking down there? Oh, you're calling them right now?
It's 25 cents.
25's calling them. Okay.
From the Bubba Show. 25 cents from the Bubba Show.
We want to go live on live. Tell them.
Go live on live. Yeah, 25 cents from the Bubba Show. Yeah.
Well, they go.
Bubba wants to go live with Cowhead.
Cowhead live on his air, but
all right.
They
He said, "Hold on."
Was it Carmen?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Put him on hold.
Get ready, guys. Here we go.
All right.
Or Malaysia or anything where you can't even trust a plane.
Yeah.
Barely.
Oh, here we go.
What do you got? Do I need to take that phone call?
Live.
I don't know. No. Yes. What? Yes. No. I don't know.
Well,
if you say it backwards, it changes everything.
Well, you never told me.
So, Manson, we're listening.
His name is Tony.
Yeah.
He is calling from the Bubba Love Fun show.
What do they want?
He said that Bubba
trying to remain relevant
would like to go live with us.
Okay, get him on the phone and tell him to go live.
All right.
Did you see the Chinese blogger that predicted that an airline?
Hi, Tony.
Yeah, it's Bubba.
25 cents.
Oh, hi, Bubba. I'll put you on hold and let him know that you're on hold now, okay?
And it wasn't Tony. It was 25.
cents.
It was 25. Black guy. You know how you like black guys?
Yeah, she served me shots before. We drank before.
Okay, just hold on 1 second, okay?
Well,
Their airplane disappears.
It's a pretty broad projection, though, because it seems to happen a lot.
Yeah.
Oh. What's that?
you think we're really going to go live?
We are good to go.
All right, let me get on the phone. And trying to remain relevant by calling this show is a guy who can't fill his own show with content, so he's calling us. Hello?
Now, am I live on your guys' air? Because you're live on my air.
Yes, you are. Blah, blah, blah. Finally, somebody will take your phone call, so try to help you remain relevant in this town, you moron.
So is that how you're spinning it?
Spinning what? You're the one calling me. You've been on this show. You've been on the air today, and you've played 5 parody songs, I'm guessing. 7. Sorry, the count is up to 7.
No, it's
7 parody songs, and now you have to call me because you can't fill a show with content. You have nothing. Now, I dare you to do a whole show without playing one parody bit. I dare you.
Mike, by the way, I've been doing radio.
Todd?
I've been doing radio for 30 years, and
I know, but for the last 5, it's been pathetic radio. You started out good. You were killer when you were on at night, and then when you were on in mornings at 98 Rock, you were good for a while, and then you got so cocky and lazy, it just got terrible.
And
so
then
why would you pretend to be a team player all the time when we were working together?
Is that the token black guy that you have in the studio so that you can be racist?
Right, it's the token black guy, right.
Why don't you shut up? Why don't you shut up for a little while?
Why don't you shut up? I don't need to shut up at all.
Why don't you let the real man talk? Why do you kiss my ass every time you see me? But now you're going to intern step up and try to be a tough guy. Let the big boy talk,
Listen, you kiss my ass.
Listen, hey, if you want to talk to me, you talk to me. I don't want to talk to your underlings.
Listen. Cowhead,
no,
you kiss my ass.
It's my show.
Okay?
If you want to talk
Come
to me,
on,
Bubba,
don't try to play tough like that.
You can't handle
Seriously,
a conversation
buddy. Don't do that
with me. So and you know that.
So you're going to call 25.
Shut up and let Bubba talk.
You're going to call.
No, you shut up.
You're going to call 25 my token black guy.
You've said that 100 times on your show.
No, he has not.
I don't know that I've said that, but anyway,
that's how you view me. But I mean, it's all good. I don't care what you think of me.
I'm going to hang up. You want to talk? I'll talk to you. I'm not going to
hang up all you want.
Cowhead, your little tough guy, your little New York tough guy thing is going to be.
I am not little, buddy. I'm very big.
Well, you got.
And I am tough. I'll punch you right in your fat face.
So, Cowhead, here's the deal. You're saying you're saying that we're not relevant anymore. And by the way, I just let you go and go and go and go and go.
Yeah, I know, because I control this conversation because you are too weak-minded to talk. That's why you'll go eventually. You go, right, Manson? What do you think about that, Manson? Because you couldn't handle a conversation
because it's a radio show. That's why.
Is the big guy there today? Where's Ned? Is Ned there?
So listen to me now.
Listen, it's a radio show.
You wanted me to address. You wanted me to address.
You're not going to let me talk to Ned? Did the fake guy leave the room?
No, the fake guy is right here.
The fake's right here.
The fake guy is right here.
Over there.
98.7.
Where's the fake funny guy on the show?
He's right here. He's right here. Say hi.
Hi, Ned.
What's up, dude?
Oh, hey, hold on. I want you to meet my friend. This is Cliff. Hi, Ned. How you doing?
So, Cowhead, I just want to go. If you're going to let me,
I guess we know.
Hey, by the way,
if you're going to let me,
cow turd and cow patty, is that the best you could do?
Listen,
No,
is that
it's
the
not.
best you honestly can do?
if you're going to have me,
diabetic dirtbag, how much Botox have you had in that forehead and that hair dye that you have? Why would you do an interview with Channel 8 looking as horrible as you do with your purple veiny
What
legs?
guy cares what a guy looks like?
I'm glad you're. I'm glad you're.
I'm glad
come on.
again.
I'm glad you're. I'm glad you're
Come on,
watching,
dude.
kid. Thank you, buddy. No problem. So listen.
I didn't watch it. I saw the 9 million pictures that you tweeted over the weekend when you were losing your mind, taking pictures of my billboard.
Thanks for
and
paying
sitting there
attention.
Going crazy. Listen, your guys are embarrassed by you. They're embarrassed by you. You make them all look stupid when you do stuff like that.
Okay.
We think it's pretty funny, actually.
If you're gonna let me answer the original question and you're done pounding your chest and trying to put yourself over and how you're the big guy and you're gonna smash me in the face and I got a token black guy and that we suck. If you're all done with that, I'm going to answer your original question.
I don't even remember what the original question was.
The original question is, I've been unsuccessful here, and I was originally good then, and I was kind of decent on 98 Rock, but then I came here and got too cocky.
I don't think that was a question. That was a factual statement. I didn't ask you any questions. You want to talk about a question? Answer this question.
No, I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue on and continue
Miami,
on.
Orlando, Richmond, Jacksonville, Detroit, St. Louis, and Orlando again. What happened there?
One, thank you for writing down.
We were in markets that you will never be in.
Right.
One, we were syndicated in markets that you never were, and two, thank you for paying attention. And secondly,
every one of those markets.
And secondly, you inherited a 13 point. I'm going to start talking now.
What happened?
You inherited a 13.8 share, Cowhead, and you're down to a 7.7.
What happened to all of your failed markets? You are unsuccessful in every one of them. This company rolled out the red carpet for you, and you shoved it right up your ass. You ruined everything. You had a second chance that you came here with your tail between the legs, begged them, they hired you, and then they rolled you out, and you ruined it because you let your ego ruin it like you do with everything. You are terrible, and you are old. And you know, and listen, everybody in your room knows it. Manson knows it. He said it to me. You can't deny it, Manson. We've had multiple conversations
Manson,
about it.
what say you?
You can say whatever you want.
Number one. That's all I know. I've been number one with Bubba for about 10,
I know,
15
but I didn't
years.
say that. All I'm saying is you've said to me, hey, man, I just collect a paycheck. I go in there, do what I have to do, and then I leave.
Seems like he's paying a lot of attention to my people. Doesn't it? I mean, it seems like I will tell you this. Usually, I won't let a person, take over and try to run rockshall. I almost
never called anybody that could put you in your place.
No, I've never had anybody, Manson, that could literally bury their own fate like this. I couldn't make him look any more of a dick than he is. Do you agree?
Oh, we could just pot up the show. That's all we need to do.
And had a chance to make a splash in this market, and they put you on the weakest signal that they have. If they believed in you, they would have put you on a bigger signal. You are terrible, and they know it. This is going to be a side project for them. I heard that they paid you such little money that that they paid you half of what Cox was paying you.
Who you getting your info from, Hurricane?
Tell me that's not true.
No, as a matter of fact, Cox has my deal. They had the right to match. So if you would go ask
right,
Keith Lawless,
and they let you go. Do you realize you had such great numbers on this?
Your original question was that Beasley paid me half of what Cox did. I had to show Cox my. I had to show Cox my deal. You can go look at Keith Lawless and see what my current deal is, Cowhead, if you like.
No, I don't care.
So you didn't hear the right information. Is there anything else that you like to do?
I know what I'm talking about. Your deal has to pay the entire show. Yeah. You have to pay everybody on your show.
Right.
Right. So it's a piddly amount of money compared to what they're. But anyway, go ahead.
What does it matter? What does it matter, guys?
Because it's sad. It's sad on what you've become because you squandered such a great opportunity that this company gave you, the second chance that you came crying for.
You mean the opportunity that I had that I took over your on your feet? I took your failed morning show. Let's not forget, guys. Let's not forget, Manson, that what show did we replace at Cox?
The Cowhead Show.
What show did we replace, Mike?
You didn't replace anything. And then this whole thing with management where you went to them and they said, we'd fire him for you. I walked right into your studio. I walked right into Jay O'Connor's office, and I asked him. And he sat back and laughed at you, and he goes, that's just Bubba being Bubba.
Wow. Because I just had a conversation with him 3 weeks ago and said that, yes, he did say that. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Then let's get him on the show, and we'll both ask him.
Fine. Why don't you get him on the show? Why don't you get him on the show? I know that I overtook your show that was failing, and I took it to a 14 share, and you're down to a 7-1 share right now. So you
I
can
know-
say
and
how
you know
much
what?
I
The funny
suck.
thing is
You
that-
can say
want
that
me to
I'm
answer that?
fat. You can say that I need to
You
dye
want me to
my
answer
hair.
that?
But you know what? You could have
You
not
want
come
me to
across.
answer that, or are you going to just make statements and then keep
What?
babbling on about being fat?
What were you gonna? What was your question?
All you can say is
My
just cosmetic
show, an
stuff.
afternoon drive here, was a solid number one for 5 years, with an average of about an 8 to 9 share, adults 25-54.
And what was my show?
Probably about a 14.
Right. Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So this company
Agreed.
said, well, shut up and let me finish. This company said, we would rather get rid of that guy and his ratings because he's so terrible and he is definitely not the future of radio, and take the chance at putting you in there and holding out with you in mornings than keep him 1 second longer. And we did. And immediately we went and became number one. We've been number one ever since we went to mornings, and we've lost a little bit of the number, but we've still maintained the 8 to 9 share that we've had.
We've lost a little bit of a number. I had a
Hey, listen,
we had a 14 share, Mike.
But
We had
you're
a 14
forgetting-
share.
Listen, you're forgetting the fact.
Maybe the rest of those guys will find you, and they'll listen to you for about another month, and they'll hear you doing.
We had a 14 share,
Hey,
Mike.
but what he's forgetting,
Mike,
Bubba.
Mike, we had a 14 share, and you got a 7.1 share. I
Bonnie
mean,
and Dawn are. Do you think anybody in your syndicated markets care about this show?
Were we gonna
Your
say
ego
25?
won't let it
Well,
go.
what he's
So now
forgetting
you're
is that,
continuing
you know,
to promote me to the other
whether he
weekly
wants to
markets that
talk
you're
about the
in.
company going into a new direction or not is
Shut up. I'm
the
not
fact.
talking to you.
Listen,
I'm
the
talking
fact
to
of the
the
matter is,
media.
you
Hold on,
shut
hold
up.
on,
You
hold on.
listen. You shut up.
you're not talking to what?
Shut up. You shut
Hold
up
on,
first of all.
25.
I'm
Hold
one
on.
of the interns on your show. If you're not talking to any of my guys, they're not saying a word. If you want to talk to me one-on-one,
Well,
me and you.
I allow
I'm
my
talking, but I'm talking to Bubba.
I
I'm
allow
talking
my
to
guys
Bubba.
to
I'm sorry.
speak.
So take yourself and sit down, okay?
Oh my God!
Sit back. Just sit back a minute, okay?
If you can't handle a conversation with me and you, I took your phone call like you said nobody would. Nobody's ever taken it before, and I'm willing.
It was actually me that called you. So
If you can't
I mean,
talk to me without the underling talking, then we're not going to have this
you
conversation.
can listen. You can
anymore.
call me what you want, but the fact of the matter is
talking to
Cox.
you.
When Cox let us go, or did he hang up?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. But when Cox let us go, he's forgetting the fact that they paid us to stay off the air until January. If they wanted to just get rid of us and go a different direction, they would have fired us and allowed you to go wherever you wanted back in August.
Thank you. I would like to clear the. I would like to clear the phone lines. 100% clear them. Do some commercials, and come back with listeners that are honest, not a bunch of, knuckle dragging Bubba Army. I mean, Manson, educated,
Yeah.
30-some-year-old people that want to give me their opinion. Now, Manson, I'm going to be honest with you. I think I used to be that guy.
I'm
I
actually
think-
happy about it. I cannot wait to see those niggas in public.
Hold on. Now, Manson, I used to be that guy. I
God, I
used
can't
to be, this guy worked for me in 2000. Where do you think that he's learned all of his abrasiveness? Where do you think that Manson, you've been with me since 96. So when I speak of I and us, you please help me validate this. We fired him in 2000 for being a thief and lazy.
Hey, pretty much.
Prior to that, he was started with me in 1993 at the Power Pig. He has been my intern and learned everything I guess I do or do not do. My question to you is, in all the years of radio, I have had some people go on the air. I've talked that way. And when you talk that way, you're desperate. You're desperate. When you overtalk a radio host, you don't want him to get his rebuttal in because you're scared. I've been that guy. I've done it. In my opinion, I like to open the room up as well, everybody in here.
Right?
I don't think he could have come across any worse than what he did.
I mean, how pathetic are you when you say that you came into mornings inheriting a 14 share and you're like, and we've been number one. Well, that's like the quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, he was number one for about 4 games too until he lost every one of them, and now they're sitting home because he sucked.
And for him to take and twist and lie and try to be that old, mean, I can be, listen, I know when to bring it, but I also know when to shut up. I think that I'm worldly enough, and as you would call it, Cowhead, old. By the way, he's 43 and I'm 48. I'm 5 years older than the guy. And he used to work for me. Please, here's the question I'm getting at, and I'd like everybody in this room to answer it first. And I'd like my people that know me personally, that just don't tell me what I want to hear, including Tom Bean, text me if the guy could not have come across any worse than what he did, and that by me just shutting up, which is very uncommon. Manson, don't I usually try to out loud people?
Oh, always.
But don't you think that When you got a guy that we might be worldly enough that when you got a guy that is solidifying your point as to how he is and how arrogant he really is and how really, I don't know, blind he is to what he inherited and the way of the land of media, so to speak. And when he's being just such a dick, don't you just let a dick ramble on and bury himself?
Why not?
Did you guys get that same feeling that I did? One, I'm telling you, that's why I didn't fight back that much, because I felt as if the guy could not have been making himself look any worse. Was I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
I mean, the way he came off and attacked, I mean, come on, bruh. Don't try to play me like, you're going
to write down. So, Manson, you know that they're big.
Your old terrible ass is on TV again.
Oh, hold on. Let me see here. Yep.
News, his radio rivalry with former friend Mike Calta. That broadcast began at 6 o'clock this morning, and Jen has been listening in on this. Any fireworks to report, Jen?
The fireworks finale just happened. We'll talk about that in just a second. But, Laura, he's been on the air for about 2 hours now. He's making his presence known loud and clear.
Wait, Manson, we're yesterday's news with a lot of Botox.
You know anything about Bubba? He's got a huge following with more than 130,000 followers, and they are lighting
on Twitter.
Mostly good. Happy to have him back is what most people are saying. So far, he spent most of the morning talking about two things. He's been taking calls from his beloved Bubba Army, and the rest of the show, he's been bad-mouthing his morning rival, Mike Calta, who's on 102.5 The Bone. Bubba isn't shy about his plan to bury the bone, quotes there, and he even called Mike Calta live on his show this morning just a couple minutes ago.
Oh, they already got it?
Trying to remain relevant by calling this show is a guy.
It's the only time, Manson, that he's ever going to get on TV.
Yep.
So he's calling us.
Now, good, Manson, because TV can make him look like even like the dick that I thought he was, right?
Yes, you are. Blah, blah, blah. Finally, somebody will take your phone in this town, you moron.
So is that how you're spinning it?
Spinning what? You're the one calling me. You've been on this show. You've been on the air today, and you've played 5 parody songs, I'm guessing. 7. Sorry, the count is
on TV,
7.
by the way.
It's 7 parody songs, and now you have to call me.
25, I hope it gets into calling you basically a no-good black guy.
Now, I dare you to do a whole show without playing one parody bit.
You heard it. Obviously, a lot of anger and frustration there between the two, and those two are still going at it right now. Bubba's show is all part of a new format coming to 98.7 that has yet to formally be announced yet. For now, Bubba's show will run nonstop for the next 30 days and a lot more bad-mouthing to come.
I'm sure there is. All right, Jen, thank you.
There's no bad-mouthing. There's facts on my end, and there's desperation on his. Do you see it the same way? Did I mess up by not fighting back, or should I try to have out-louded him? I could have potted him, Manson, down and out-louded him. And at that point, it sounds like a man-bitch fight.
Yeah.
I'd rather sit back, let him make an absolute, who's this guy?
Well,
who has made him? Doesn't just solidify everything that I've said about this guy. This guy thinks that he's really a lot more important than he really is. This guy was my intern. This guy took my R14 share radio station and is down to a 7.1. And if you heard right, guys, sloughed it off as, yeah, the ratings have gone down a little bit, but we're still number 1. The next station has a 6.9. When we had a 13.9, the next station had a 6.9. You have a 7.1, and the next station has a 6.9. And can I just maybe remind you one point? That's when we weren't back. We weren't even on the air then.
Zero competition.
1-888-69 Bubba. Taking your phone calls. If you thought that I looked like a puss because I'd let him just ramble on, then call me a puss.
Well, he was screaming and yelling.
If you think that I am a little more worldly, a little more calculated, and when a guy is coming across as a Guido wannabe Staten Island tough guy, and that can do nothing but make you look like that and make people not want to be with you and not listen to you and only validate what we have been saying the entire time, call me and tell me that either. 1-888-69 Bubba. Taking those calls next. And hell, I might call him one more time as well. Stand by.
They were going at the speed of stupid when he hit the brakes.
More of the Bubba Radio Network after these words. The new 98.